The state of Pennsylvania. A state spanning the mid-Atlantic, northeastern, Appalachian, and Great Lakes regions of the United States. The fifth most populous state in the United States, with over 13 million residents. It's famous for the Liberty Bell, American democracy, and the origin of Hershey's chocolate. It's also home to some spooky urban legends. Here are 5 urban legends from the state of Pennsylvania. First up, the Goblin of Easton. There was once a monk at the mission who loved money and power more than he loved God. He would hear the confession of the good folk who attended the mission, and then would blackmail them into giving him gold and silver to keep their darkest secrets. It was after he beat one poor old woman to death that the evil monk was imprisoned and sentenced to hang for his crimes. But just after he was cut down from the noose and pronounced dead, his corpse began to transform before the horrified eyes of the people. The face twisted and small tusks sprang from either side of his nose. His shock of white hair grew long and greasy, and 2 pointed canines emerged from his slit of a mouth. The goblin monk opened eyes that glowed yellow even in the light of noonday, and sprang to feet that now ended in claws rather than toes. It disappeared deep into the forest, only to return at night and prey upon the monks of the mission who had been responsible for its death. After 5 of the brothers had fallen to the goblin, the rest of the monks abandoned the mission and moved to another part of the country. Up next, the Storm Hag of Erie. The Storm Hag of Lake Erie is an old legend that goes back to at least the mid-1700s. She is described as rail-thin, and a hideous demon of the lake. She has bright glowing yellow eyes that can pierce the darkness, her skin is a sickly pale green, and her teeth are pointed and sharp like that of a shark's. She is sometimes called Jenny Green Teeth, as her teeth are said to be a deep moss green. At the ends of her long arms are talon-like claws that are dripping with venom. It is said that one touch of her claws is enough to kill a man instantly. The storm hag lurks beneath the dark waters of Lake Erie near Presque Isle, waiting for unsuspecting ships to cross her path. When a ship draws near, she sings a song to lure the sailors to her. When her song is over and the sailors are transfixed, she summons a violent storm to toss the ship like a toy. As the sailors are thrown from the ship, she pulls them into her spindly arms and carries them below the crashing waves, never to be seen again. For our third entry, Blue Mist Road. Blue Mist Road, formerly known as Irwin Road, is a road flanked by trees in North Park and appears completely normal during the day. But, when the sun goes down, the road becomes shrouded in a blue mist, and if you believe local lore, teems with the paranormal. A heavy blue mist descends upon Irwin Road each evening as the sun sets. Locals and paranormal experts claim the road, which tells numerous tragic tales, is one of the most haunted in the country. One such tale says that a family, dad, mom, and their children, once lived along Blue Mist Road. The enraged father returned home from work one evening and slaughtered his family, hiding their bodies in a septic tank. Their spirits are among those that are said to still roam the haunted street. A cemetery that sits near Blue Mist Road has 2 headstones that lean toward each other. Those 2 headstones, honoring a bride and a groom, touch each other and the apparitions of the 2 are seen dancing but only when there's a full moon. Others say that the wooded road, shrouded in blue mist, was once the site of activity, including brutal murders and lynchings. For our fourth entry, The Green Man. Raymond Theodore Robinson was a disfigured American man whose years of nighttime walks made him into a figure of urban legend in western Pennsylvania. Robinson was so severely injured in a childhood electrical accident that he could not go out in public without fear of causing a panic, so he went for long walks at night. Local tourists would drive along his road in hopes of meeting the Green Man or Charlie No-Face. They became disappointed to see no such person. However, they passed on tales about him to their children and grandchildren regardless, and people raised on these tales are sometimes surprised to discover that he was a real person who was liked by his family and neighbors. He stopped his walks during the last years of his life, and retired to the Beaver County Geriatric Center, where he died in 1985 at the age of 74. For our final entry. Bus to Nowhere. In Philadelphia, one bus, at least if you believe the local urban legend, has and displays no destination. It has no route number, nor does its unknown route appear on any known transportation maps. Its passengers are those who suffer from incurable hopelessness, at the bottom of one of their very worst days in memory. In order to board this bus, you mustn't wait for the bus to slow down to let you on. You must chase after it and, seeing your desperation to ride, the mysterious bus driver, a man or a woman, no one knows, will slow down and allow you and your despair to enter. Your fellow passengers share the same despair, and like you, sit in the silence of their thoughts and hope to travel to a destination where their problems no longer exist. Pull the cord when you're ready to disembark. As you step off of the bus, you leave your memories of the ride, which could have lasted minutes or years, behind. So, what did you think of the urban legends from Pennsylvania? Do you know of any more? Drop a comment and let me know. Thank you for watching.